Hello. Oh. This evening's topic is one that I hope a lot of folks will find to be quite interesting. And it's derivative of a social trend, and that is the self-help genre. You go into a bookstore and there's tons and tons and tons of self-help books. And in my research, I have been finding a lot of people are out with this. They don't feel they're getting the needs met through their therapy. Although they do their yoga and their Pilates and they're eating really healthy and exercising, the culture around them is still dragging them down. And many people don't. Well, oh gosh. Just a second. Hello? Hello? Hi, how are you? Let me get on the other phone. This is yeah, my phone is restored from Italy. Hello, can you hear me? Just a second. For some reason it doesn't work. Hello? Hello? Hi, can you hear me? How are you? I thank you for calling me, Robert. I heard that you had a question that you wanted to ask me. I didn't know I would be answering you right now, but I have time. I think some of my ideas that are mulling around in my mind for things that I need to lecture on, I think I can probably apply it to your situation. Now, yeah, what's your question? Ex-boyfriend that lives with you. He likes to walk around naked in your apartment. And are you supporting him financially? Is that why he's here in your apartment? Is he like a man-wife, a houseboy? He has no income but food stamps. All right, so basically you're providing him an opportunity to not be in the streets, right? Correct. Does he have a background in male hustling or escorting or prostitution that you know of? He's done it in the past. Okay, how old is he? 27. So basically at 27 he hasn't grown up, right? He has grown up? He hasn't. Okay. Is he HIV? All right. So there's a couple of things that he's involving himself with. One, he's a nudist. Is that right? He's a nudist for your enjoyment, but what he's getting out of it is a masturbation of his ego. He's getting flattered. And all throughout the gay culture, not even in gay meccas, essentially, there's one thing that we're known for, and that is great bodies. If we don't have great bodies, we have a lot of money. And there's a lot of stand and model, and there's a lot of flaunt and flirt. And when one does not have a job, one doesn't really have anything going for them, or they're a little lost, ages 27 or 29 or whatever, they can always stay lost, has a problem with alcohol. He will overcompensate with his beauty. Now this could be derogatory, but I'm doing it as kind of like a stereotype just to get it out on the table to know what kind of personality we may be working with. But is he like a prima donna? A prima donna is something that kind of on the cusp of diva. Real talkative, always has something to say about somebody, very self-interested, self-inflated, knows how to get their way, perhaps has a silver tongue. Does your ex-boyfriend have that? Okay. So you have someone that is feeding off of a system that has turned psychological problems in people into a cottage industry. Does he have a therapist? Okay, well, there's things that his therapist can't cover in a therapy session, but there's things that you can cover by living around him and knowing his behavior. Do you think this person is superficial or shallow? He can be selfish. Is he in it with you because he's a whore? Is he in it with you to be a whore? Outside the apartment, you think so you don't trust him. So he's not sexually attracted to you, right? It's okay to say it. Okay. So he gets off as an oppressor. He's oppressing you. He has you right where he wants you. And you are willing to play his sick little dance, his sick little game. Question. Why are you holding on to him? Why have you not cut him out? What are you getting out of it? Friendship. Friendship, convenience. Okay, I don't know much about you in this way, but I'm going to assume. Because sometimes I can be an intuitive and very clairvoyant. But what you have is an issue. And a lot of Americans have the same issue, whether it's gay or straight, just rich or poor, does not matter. You have an issue dealing with empathy and not knowing when to stop helping others, and your empathy is taking the best out of you because you care, but you're getting something back. You keep him around because it makes you feel good. It's kind of like a hate-love relationship. And you are empathetic to him because you do care. But your needs in your loneliness and your wishes to be with a partner are replaced with this counterfeit. And it's working on your empathy card. You give out of what you need, and you give out of what you don't have. And you're really not in love with this person. You're waiting for this person to reciprocate your empathy. But he's so self-interested that your empathy is getting walked all over. Empathy in this context is very similar to sentiment. If it's hard for you to bite into the subject of empathy and what I'm addressing with you, okay? Let's look at sentiment. Have you known somebody to be so sentimental that they collect? And it's all memorabilia. And they don't want to let go of it because they're sentimental. But yet they don't get on with their life because they're so in need for affirmation. Huh? So sentiment can be a waste of time. It can turn somebody into a hoarder. It's because it's psychologically comforting to be around a lot of stuff, because you don't have to challenge yourself more than that, other than one day you need to organize your stuff and throw things away. Same thing, okay, with empathy. Empathy can be a waste of your time. It can hold you back because you're providing support and help to your ex-boyfriend when he is not reciprocating it. So he's basically a parasite and a leech, and he's sucking you. There's a couple of things I want you to practice, only two, to deal with your empathy fractured default measure that you are taking to get your needs met, that you're not getting anything back because he's showing off his cute little body. It's typical of a queer, because he thinks it's going to get him real estate or a car or something in the past, because it's gotten him some toys in the past, and he thinks it could be the same thing. And what he's doing is he's getting you to be the audience. He's the entertainer, and you are the viewer, and he's turning you into a predator, and it turns him on because it makes him feel beautiful, and it makes him feel like he is the most attractive thing in the group of men during an orgy. It's a pornographic society. That's what I'm going off of right now. I'm speaking with you. So the two things I want you to look at is I want you to look at yourself and what you're not getting out of this relationship to uplift your heart and not make you want, because the pornographic society is normalizing that he flaunting his little body in front of you is okay. What are you really not getting? You're not getting that relationship, right? Correct. The next thing I want you to look at is, you may have to write down this though, is the pros and cons between if you relinquished this power that he has over you, you let him go on his merry way, what good is it for him because he's learning his lessons in life, and what good is it for you that you're now alone? People do not like to sit alone with themselves. And you need to learn to do that because you're getting played like a whore. You need a checklist of the pros and cons, the advantages and disadvantages of you letting him go. You're the one holding him on. Your power is that you can tell him to move out because it's your home. I want you to stand up for yourself, okay? Well, I will get back to you, okay?